Subscribe to my channel. Intergeneric. Hey guys, you're welcome back to another episode of Smash Talk. It is time, my friends. Part 2 of the DLC debacle. Now, Nintendo. I sit here. I made Joker notes out the ass. I played Persona. I'm in the middle of playing Persona 5. I gathered up like 20 hours of freaking footage. I put it all together, and I was literally going to edit the video the entire day whenever the trailer came out. And then Nintendo just was like, yeah, fuck you, dog. No one likes you. Your brother's ugly. Your dog is ugly. You're ugly. And I mean, they're not wrong. They're not wrong. Man, I swear, Reggie leaves Nintendo and they just turn into some booty butt cheeks. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, it's unfortunate, man. It sucks. They really do it to you. They really do it to you. Joker got announced ever since the last video. So originally this part 2 was actually supposed to be Joker, but hell no, we ain't doing that. So with that being said, we're just gonna move on to what it was supposed to be part 3, now is part 2, and that is the leaks of what happened. However, real quick, I do want to say I am gonna kind of go over, like, it's not gonna take long, but I kind of want to go over like Joker and how they made him and whatnot, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna get into the actual second part of the video, which is the leaks, and then what is leaked and all that jazz. Before I start this video, I just want to say that if guys don't know what I'm talking about, I recommend for people who don't know about the leaks and stuff to click off this video, because you will get spoiled. You never know, man. You never know what could be true and what could be false with these leaks. I wasn't planning to do this at first, and then I just decided, well, I didn't just decide to look at it. I saw something from the thing. It was from the news. It was from like gaming news on my phone, and I was really angry. Anyways, though, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going through different parts of leaks. We're going to go through quote unquote Brave. We're going to go through the 5-channel leak, and we're going to go through a tweet that was brought to my attention by the one and only Shinji Hashimoto. So, all that being said, my friends, we have a lot of stuff to unload here, so let's get it popping. You know, like PewDiePie does it, like DLC review, like kind of like that. It wasn't funny. Just get to the part where the thing starts. So I want you guys to know, I pulled up this thing because I write a Google format thing on like literally everything about like what I'm gonna do for the video. Do you guys see this right here? Like, I'm gonna show you guys, but look at this. All this Joker information that I looked up. This took me a while too, and I gathered all of it up. And look at this, man. I'm just so freaking sad, man. It's so sad. Anyways, let's go on to some things. If you guys are curious to know like what I had in mind for Joker, you guys can just pause the video and then just go and look at it yourselves. But anyways, moving forward to what I was originally going to talk about here. So real quick, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of go over everything I got right about Joker, in basically. So the first thing that I speculated pretty well was the final Smash, him using all-out attack, and then, you know, with Joker and 3 other characters doing the all-out attack, and basically it finishes off with the scene they used for the splash art of when you defeat an opponent in Persona 5. What I didn't predict though was the fact that if you kill an enemy, if you kill your opponent and it's basically an automatic win, that you instantly end the battle. That is just, you instantly end the battle. I think that is just so cool, man. Oh my gosh, that is so freaking dope, man. Look at that, man. Look at that cool suave Dodd, man. Dodd? What the hell's a Dodd? Anyways, but yes, I predicted all-out attack because no one else predicted all-out attack clearly, because that was so not obvious enough. Clearly, I should be proud of myself for that one. Anyways, the only other thing that I predicted right was his the one that I didn't really expect to get right was his side B and his up B as well. I said side B. This is what I said verbatim. I said Aha, a light curse attack that could be used by Arson. And I mean, he summons Arson. I wasn't expecting him summoning Arson, but you know, it is what it is there. He summons Arson. She used Aha whenever he summons Arson, but by Joker's self, he uses Aha. So I got that part right at least. And his up special I actually got right too. I wasn't expecting to get this right because literally I said question mark, and then in parentheses I said maybe something with Arson using his wings to fly Joker up. So I'm gonna take my credit where credit is due there. Obviously his neutral B was gonna be the gun attack. It was gonna be him using the Joker using his gun or whatever, but you know, it's not anything to brag home about. I also said his down special would be used by Jack Frost because there was a leak that said that Jack Frost was gonna be used in Joker's moveset somehow, some way, and that guy was completely wrong. So yo guy, what the hell, man? The hell, dude? You playing Smash 6 or something, bro? Why you giving me false information? Oh my god, I really need to shut up. Other than that, I did say his tilt scenarios would be him using the dagger, but hey, it's not really something to say. Oh yeah, and then for Mementos, I said that the car Morgana form was gonna be there. The car, if you guys don't know, it's the car, like whenever you're in Mementos, Morgana turns into a literal like bus car thing and he like drives around. Essentially, that's what is used in Mementos in Smash Brothers. I think that's really cool. So shout outs to that. I think that's really dope. Other than that, I didn't really predict much else. I was completely off about Mementos because I said it was going to be a stage. I predicted it would be a stage very similar to Reset Bombed Fortress, where it starts out as just a subway with people walking around, then switch it to the metaverse version where they're different enemies of the Persona 5. And then I also said the Reaper was going to be there because the Reaper was something that was wanted in the game. So I don't know. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Anyways, though, what do I think of Joker as a whole? I think Joker is so cool. I really like how they did Joker. There's a couple of his moves that are obviously taken from other fighters, such as his up air. His up aerial is taken from, you know, Sheik's up aerial and Samus's up aerial. Like, they both have it's the exact same thing. So it is what it is there. However, I expected Joker to be this fast, nimble character that was kind of a glass cannon-like character. I said myself that, hey, he was going to be this glass cannon type thing, and that's exactly what he is. He's swift movements. He's a lot like Sheik. He's literally like a better version of Sheik in this game. Like, honestly, now that Joker's out, you literally have no other reason to play Sheik. He even has a fast ass back air now. He has back air to back air. Sheik has forward air to forward air, sure, but he has back air. Like, there's literally no reason to play Sheik. There's no reason to play Sheik at all, man. There's no reason to play Sheik. Anyways, though, with that being said, that's basically all I want to talk about. I think Joker's a really cool designed character. I think his gimmick is cool. I just wish they didn't give him another damn counter. I wish he had something else. Like, I don't know. I wish they used something like Dream Needle, and Dream Needle has a chance to put the opponent to sleep or something. I don't know. Something along those lines. But, I mean, it is what it is, or Cleave, or something else other than a freaking counter. But you know what? It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Other than that, I think Joker was a very well designed character. I think that the trailer was really cool, how Morgana shows up in his taunts and stuff, since Morgana is kind of like the popular character and whatnot. You see the other characters in the background like Ryuji and Yusuke and Futaba, etc. You see all the characters in there. So I think that was a really cool designed level. I love the style of Mementos. I think Mementos looks dope as hell. How it changes music is something wild no one predicted. I think that's a really cool, well-designed stage, man. I really like that stage a lot. I think it is so dope, man. I think it's so dope. Anyways, other than that, I believe that's all of Joker. I think that's all I have to say about Joker. The only other thing I could talk about is his gimmick, which is he has a bar to his character that if you hit him or if he hits you, his bar gains more and more. He uses counter. I forgot the name of the counter, but he has like a counter. It's not really a counter. It's kind of like Incineroar's Revenge, where if you hit him, his bar goes up faster and faster until he's able to spawn Arson. I mean, it's cool and all. I just don't like how every character, I'm noticing now, every character is starting to get a freaking counter in some way. Like, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. There's at least a good sixth of the roster has counters now. So next character we get, I beg of you, let's not have the character's down special be a damn counter, please. God dang. Anyways though, now with that being said, with all my take on Joker and whatnot, I think we can move on. I'm still really sad that not gonna be able to make the Joker video, but you know, it is what it is. We can make this video instead, which is a leak. So let's get into the leaks. Damn it. Oh frick. Freaking highlighter drop. What the hell?
But wait! There's more!
Oh yeah, last thing about Joker, he's definitely going to be top tier. Absolutely going to be top tier. There's just no way. I've seen Joker literally a week into his gameplay, like he went to grand finals in a tournament. There's just no way he's not going to be top tier. He's got to be at least top 5. All right, now we can move on. All right, so now that we've taken care of all that jazz, now I've talked about Joker and whatnot, let's go move on to the leaks. There's a couple leaks that I want to talk about. There's 2 leaks that are basically confirmed. There's one leak that is not really confirmed but is heavily insinuated. It hasn't been debunked yet, so I do want to talk about that. When I bring up the leaks, I am gonna give you guys a little warning to skip to whatever time in the video. I'm gonna give you guys a little warning in a few seconds for you guys to skip, so that way you can skip over whatever you guys want at that point in time. So I just want to tell you guys this now. I don't want to spoil you all or whatever, because I know the feeling. It sucks. So when I talk about the characters that were leaked, I'm gonna put something beforehand into the thing. You guys can skip to the time. So that's kind of what I want to say. Anyways, moving on. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about what we know about these leaks. For the starters, we have the Brave character. Okay, so a while ago, a leaker by the name of someone that won't be mentioned because we don't support any bad people here, leaked some info on the Piranha Plant, Joker, and then one other mysterious character labeled as Brave in their respective data mine. If you guys remember, data mine happened a very, very long time ago, about a month or so ago, showing off the weight class, the frame data of these characters, and they also showed off their speed, their like how big their model is going to be, ranking them from small to medium characters. We have some information about this Brave character. Okay, so I'm gonna go through it now. So for starters, the weight of the character is 101. So to put that into perspective, you guys know Piranha Plant is the 8th heaviest character in the game, right? Piranha Plant has a weight of 112, and Bowser, being the absolute heaviest character in this game, has a weight of 135, with the lowest weight in the game being Pichu with a weight of 62. For being 101, that's actually pretty dang heavy. I feel like that's about the weight of Mega Man, I believe so. I'm not 100% sure. Piranha Plant's just a little heavier than this guy, so I would probably rank him as, if I had a ballpark it, around the 10s of like 11th, 12th, maybe 13th heaviest character in the game. I don't know all the characters' weights off the top of my head, but it is what it is. We also know that this character can't wall jump at all. We know that he has a medium character model similar to Joker and Marth, as Joker was also labeled as a medium-sized character. So this character will be around the same height as Joker. Finally, his speed, the speed of the character is 1.74. To put that in perspective, Sonic, being the fastest character in the game, has a speed of 3.68, and Incineroar, being the slowest character in this game, has a speed of 1.18. So with that being said, this character is actually very slow, not too far off from Incineroar, probably being, if I had to guess, I'll probably say like the 8th or something slowest character in the of all the Smash Bros. Not someone like Joker, who is much faster. Actually, I can look up his speed right now. Just give me a second.
A few moments later.
So Joker's speed is 2.21. So that's it's actually very, very wild. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's like Joker completely outspeeds this man. So with that being said, that leads a lot of people to believe that this character is the main hero of Dragon Quest III, Dragon Quest Airdrift. Now, before I begin, I just want to so the leak information about this Brave character, I'm just gonna call him Brave, like the freaking movie.
You had the chance to change your fate. Which?
It's confirmed. Hey, what's that girl's name from Brave? What's the main character's name? Merida. Yeah, guys, we are going to get Merida in Smash. It is 100% confirmed. It's time to decide your fate!
20 minutes later.
So what we know about Erdrick is that he is a character that wears armor, as you guys can see here. He wears armor, so it makes sense to his design because it makes sense for him to be a medium, slow character that's also very heavy because of the armor that he wears. He looks like he's around the height of characters like Marth and Joker, I would definitely say, and his speed makes sense because the armor would slow him down. So it makes sense that like canonically it would make sense. Now we also know, and I will bring this up again, that Nintendo has been releasing a lot of the old Dragon Quest games on the Switch, and Nintendo has been mysteriously promoting this franchise a lot, and they're directly spent like a lot of time on Dragon Quest. I can't remember exactly what. I believe it was the Dragon Quest Mario Maker looking game, and then also Dragon Quest 11 that was being ported to the Switch as well. Dragon Quest is also an extremely popular game series in Japan. I'll get into that later as well. And guys, you want to know the biggest reason? All that cannot compare to the fact that this is actually the biggest reason why Erdrick is even in the realm of possibility. And you guys know why? Because he looks exactly like Goku. I'm serious. Look at this man and look at Goku. Now look back at him. Now look at Goku. Now look back at him. Now look at Goku. Aren't they the same? They look the exact same. They even got the Saiyan hair. They even got the hair. They got the hairstyle. Like, come on now. That is the one reason Sakurai chose that. Sakurai was like,
Perfect. Nice.
like, I bet Sakurai looked at Erdrick in the freaking thing, and then he looked at the 999th letter that states Goku should be in Smash, or else he's gonna smash his windows shut with a giant rock. Sakurai looks at Erdrick, he's like, it all comes together here. I'm sorry. But yeah, he looks like Goku, so that's the biggest reason. Everything else is involuntary and doesn't matter. So yeah, moving on. Before we continue on, this would ultimately leave in the 5-channel league, but I want to give a shout out to a swell lad, Obese Rob, for commenting on the video talking about this. It was brought to my attention about Shinji Hashimoto. Now, if you guys don't know who Shinji Hashimoto is, well, let's just do a quick Google search here, because that's what Google is for. No, wait, actually, I'm your Google. That's why you came to this video. Forget Google. I'm your Google now. Boy. Okay, let me stop. Okay, so basically the whole synopsis of this is the character descriptions that could match Brave's speed, character size, and weight could in fact be Sora. So if you guys don't know who Shinji Hashimoto is, for you guys who don't know, he's a wonderful lad for one, and he's also the co-creator of the Kingdom Hearts series and is the brand ambassador of Final Fantasy at this current moment in time. If you guys don't know the famous story of how Kingdom Hearts came to be, I believe it was Hashimoto that like stood in an elevator. I don't know the story like all verbatim, but basically what happened was he stood in an elevator and he came across a Disney employee and he pitched his idea as the Disney employee was walking out, and then that's when this whole thing came together. One thing led to another, and then Kingdom Hearts was born. Like a beautiful 7-month fetus. Beautiful. I'm moving on.
You what?
So around September of 2018, which was not that far ago, someone on Twitter had a tweet trying to spread word about Sora in Smash. There was like an official like Sora in Smash thing, like a Sora in Smash Twitter channel. Like, you know how like Banjo-Kazooie has that and Geno has that. It's for all the famous characters for Smash that is in the thingamajigger. While they were spreading awareness about Sora in Smash, Hashimoto's official Twitter said literally, and then I don't know why I found this kind of funny. He said, "Yes, this guy knows what's up." And then the Twitter people creamed their pants on site. They literally but like it was a command. It was like, and then they creamed their pants. It was actually disgusting. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm actually disgusted by just saying that. So anyways, it could be possible that this could be this could happen, honestly, because this was in September, so it could have been noticed a while ago and approached to Nintendo later on, you know? You never know. Maybe they struck a deal to put Kingdom Hearts 3 on Switch if Sora's in Smash. Who knows? I'm not sure. I mean, it's a win-win for anybody anyway. Also, with Sora, I'm not as confident that, you know, Brave could match his speed and weight size, but it makes sense when you think about it. Sora seems like one of those characters that would be in a medium class. Like, he doesn't seem like too large a character, obviously. He's a little kid. Well, he is a kid, my fault. His speed is a little too, I would say, it's a little too slow, honestly, but I've never played with Kingdom Hearts, so I wouldn't be 100% certain, but it is what it is, man. It is. I just wanted to give a shout out to this because not only was it really interesting, but it was also Obese Rob, and once again, shout out to Obese Rob for suggesting it. Like I said, if you guys have any sort of thing that you guys want to pitch to me or anything, or a video idea or something like that, just comment down below. Just comment down below. I'll like your comment, and I'll make 100% sure to make you, to shout you out. Damn it, freaking hell. Okay, so now we move on to the meat of what this video is about. The nosh juice or meat.
Hot or spicy meat.
I'll probably put like the actual clip over that because, you know, I'm not funny. It kind of is what it is, man. It is what it is. Anyway, so this 5-channel leak, I'm gonna call this, with leak 3, I'm gonna call this 5-channel. Now, once again, this is spoilers. This isn't spoilers. Everything I have said have been actual factuals. This is possible spoilers. It's not confirmed yet. It's possible spoilers to who could be the next fighter. So, like I said, I'm gonna give you guys a chance to just like, if you want, skip to this time here and don't watch, okay? All right, guys. Now that we got those ugly people out the way, let's get on the leak now, shall we? So, some backstory to this leak. Basically, a leaker on a Japanese website, 5-channel, which I think is a lot like GameFAQs and Smashboards and stuff, I assume, has shown the other characters that will be in the fighter pack alongside Joker and Piranha Plant. And these characters are as follows. Basically, these are Erdrick from the Dragon Quest franchise. We have Ryu Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden series. The Doom guy from the Doom franchise. Why do you call him the Doom guy? I don't understand. And guys, greatest one of all, Steve from Minecraft. Boom! Get freaking wrecked. Get riggedy wrecked, dude. Get freaking riggedy wrecked. Steve from Minecraft, boys. We having Fortnite and Marcus Brownlee in the next one. Okay, so there was a few more things that was added to this that they said about their alternate costumes. So for one, let's start off with Steve from Minecraft. So Steve from Minecraft will have an alternate costume based on Microsoft's Master Chief and the female counterpart to him, Alex, who like recently announced it. Alex, you guys know, is the female counterpart to Steve from Minecraft. If you play 2-player, and you know what that is. They also said that Doom guy from Doom will have an alternate costume based on his attire from Doom 64. And finally, I think this is confirmed, but I'm not 100% sure. I saw some sites say this, but I didn't see other sites say this, so I'm not sure if this is confirmed, but Erdrick's female counterpart as an alt, because in Dragon Quest 3 you can pick male or female, and they both look pretty similar. So I would assume that the female version would be in, similar to how Robin is and Corrin are. And also, apparently there's going to be costumes based on Lucia, god dang it, and Lucia from Dragon Quest X, and the unnamed protagonist for Dragon Quest XI, which hasn't come out yet. So we may get those. I don't know if they mean alternate costumes, like they're actually gonna be there, they're just gonna have Erdrick's moveset, or they mean that they're gonna have colors heavily based on, like Erdrick's gonna be colored like those characters, basically. I don't know what it means. We'll see what happens. I'll go ahead and put the link to the actual thread, but be warned, it's in Japanese, so it is what it is there. I don't think you can I just want to show it off because it is what it is. Now let's go ahead and talk about this, because if you really thinking about it, you know, at first this may seem like, you may be like,
oh my god, what the hell is this? Random ass characters here. Hey, got a Microsoft character, no way this ain't happening.
However, if you really think about it, it makes a lot of sense, and it makes perfect sense as to why each and every one of these characters would be in the Smash Pack. Because remember, Nintendo is choosing the roster. So let's go over each franchise, guys, why Nintendo would would pick these characters. Then we're gonna go and see Sakurai's philosophy on characters. Now I know there's a lot of talk about Sakurai's philosophy, and I may get into that in a whole other video, I'm not sure, but you know, that he hasn't broken. We're gonna see like if Sakurai's philosophy would fit these 4 characters specifically. So that being said, let's start off with Dragon Quest. So why would Nintendo pick Dragon Quest as a representative for Smash Bros? Well, many of the Dragon Quest games have actually been ported to Switch recently, with the newly released Dragon Quest XI coming out fairly soon. So that would mean that Nintendo are planning to promote that game by having this character in Smash, probably alongside the release of Dragon Quest XI, which I assume is going to be sometime this year. So I believe at some point we'll see some kind of Dragon Quest character in there. With Ninja Gaiden, it would make sense for Nintendo to push that agenda because if you guys don't know, it's Ninja Gaiden's 30th anniversary. Anyways. And Koei Tecmo, the guys behind Ninja Gaiden, said that they were going to announce a game. Now we don't know if this is going to be a release of like old Ninja Gaiden games or something, or this is going to be like a completely new Ninja Gaiden game. We don't know yet, but we know that there is a game that's going to come out celebrating the 30th anniversary. 30th anniversary is this year, thus it would make sense for him to be announced this year as well, especially if this new game is going to be on the Nintendo Switch. For Doom, it makes a lot of sense when you really think about it. Now I know when you think of Doom, you more think of, you know, Sony, because that's when the remake for Doom was originally announced. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe the first Doom game was on it was like a Sega console, I think, something along those lines. If I'm wrong, I'll just retcon this whole thing. Anyways, this is why would Nintendo promote this, you know, Doom character? Well, it would make sense because the newest entry in the Doom series, Doom Eternal, is actually being announced for the Switch day 1 launch. It's not going to be like other games where it gets announced for other consoles and then they port it to the Switch later on. But no, this is going to be released alongside Microsoft Windows, the Xbox One X, I believe, and the PlayStation 4. So it's gonna be like that. That's what Doom Eternal is gonna be on. It is gonna be on Switch day 1. So it make a lot of sense to promote this guy for him being in Smash, and it will make a lot of sense because Doom is now on the Switch. So you have both games in one, basically. As for Minecraft, not only has Minecraft is on the Switch, it's also been on the 3DS and the Wii U, which we'll get into later. And on top of that, if you guys have noticed, Nintendo and Microsoft has been very buddy-buddy recently. Like, I don't know what happened, bro. This was so random. I think Nintendo took Microsoft out on a nice dinner or something like that. They had some sweat, hot, wetty pillow fights. I wasn't about to say sex. Damn it! It would make sense for that type of relationship to happen. Microsoft does own the rights to Microsoft. Oh my god. Microsoft does own the rights to... Wait, what the Microsoft owns the rights to Minecraft. They bought Minecraft a couple years ago. Mojang is now owned by Microsoft, so it will make sense for that to happen. Minecraft has also been on the Nintendo Switch, and like I said, on top of that, Nintendo and Microsoft partnerships as of recent have been very close. Just giving you a quick example, Cuphead was recently announced to be on Nintendo's console, and it had fairly decent marketing. So I don't know what's been going on recently. Nintendo and Microsoft's relationship has been very, very clean, which definitely bodes well for this leak being real and Minecraft Steve being in Smash. So that's kind of wild. So that's why Nintendo would pick these characters. However, let's go into Sakurai's philosophy as to why these characters would make sense. Now I know Sakurai didn't really have a choice in like what he would choose. I feel like Sakurai would kind of have a choice. Like if Nintendo were like, yo, put a Skylander in there, Sakurai would be like. So moving on to Sakurai's philosophy. So rule 1, the character has to have originated from a video game, which all of these franchises have started out as video games. None of them started out as an anime or a movie or something. It's not like Batman or Goku, but yeah, that checks out well. Rule number 2, the characters have to have some correlation with Nintendo. Now a lot of people discount this because Joker, but Joker is a special case because Nintendo purposely did the whole Joker Persona 5 thing for Persona Persona 5 Scramble that was announced later on. So it was most likely to promote Persona 5 Scramble being on the Switch, not that, oh hey, Persona 5, yada yada yada. And it was also for Persona 5 Royal as well, because one of Joker's up specials, the first one, the grappling hook, it isn't used in Persona 5, but it is being used, it's confirmed to be used in Persona 5 Royal, which is why he uses it in this game, in Smash, basically. So that makes sense there. We're just gonna count this as kind of just a business strategy by Nintendo, and we're just gonna roll with it, okay? Leave me be, damn it. So starting off, we have Dragon Quest. Well, what I mean to have some sort of correlation with Nintendo is have a healthy relationship with Nintendo. Like they have to be buddy with them. So Dragon Quest is made by Square Enix, and you guys already know the Cloud's in the game, so obviously Square Enix and Nintendo have a great relationship going on right now. And Dragon Quest is a game series that's been heavily promoted on the Switch for a while now, and as I said before in a past Nintendo Direct, Nintendo spent a long period of time promoting the games, and there's also the fact that the original set of series did start out on the NES. When Dragon Quest came out all those times ago, it was the NES that it started on. It just makes sense. They have Nintendo history with them, so it will make sense for Dragon Quest to be in Smash. As for Ninja Gaiden, while nowadays Ninja Gaiden isn't really known for being a franchise related to Nintendo, but more on the Xbox side of things with the reboot of the franchise. However, the game series itself started out on the NES. Forget about that. And when it came out in 1988, the games were on Nintendo. I believe the original trilogy of Ninja Gaiden games came out on the NES. So, or the NES or the SNES, I forgot. But it came out on a Nintendo console, basically. So they have Ninja Gaiden has history with being with Nintendo. For Doom is another franchise that isn't really known for being associated with Nintendo. However, the original Doom and Doom 2 were on Nintendo systems. Doom being on the NES, although it was ported, but it was still on the NES. And Doom 2 was on the Game Boy Advance, which who the hell is playing that? Let's be honest here. And the remake of the series, the Doom that came out in I believe 2015 or so, is now on the Nintendo Switch, and the sequel Doom Eternal is going to be coming on the Switch when it first launches. As for Minecraft is known as a PC game, but it has been on quite a few Nintendo consoles. Being the last generation, the Wii U it's been on, and also it was on the 3DS. It's on the 3DS right now, and it's on the Switch. Minecraft is literally everywhere. So yeah, Minecraft is on every last generation and current Nintendo system. Oh my god. What the hell are these notes? Anyways, moving on to rule 3. The character must be iconic. Okay, so let's stop right here, because I know the whole Bayonetta thing's gonna come up. Okay, so I'm gonna have to throw this a bone real quick because it makes sense. Okay, so Persona, you guys know, it's been around for a long time. Bayonetta has not been around a long time, and people don't consider an iconic gaming franchise. Yeah, that is true. I cannot argue with that fact. However, this is extremely technical, so I apologize if I'm like twisting buttons to make it fit my thing. It's just, you know, I'm just trying to figure out why this would happen. So my thing for Bayonetta is that Bayonetta may not be as iconic, but at this point, I would say the Bayonetta series as a whole is a second party franchise because Nintendo owns the publishing rights to Bayonetta. They don't own the actual rights. Platinum Games owns Bayonetta, like the rights to Bayonetta herself. Platinum in her story, Bayonetta owns Bayonetta. Platinum Games owns Bayonetta. However, people associate a lot with Nintendo recently, and like I said, I would technically say Bayonetta is more of a second party franchise than a third party franchise, in my personal opinion, because you have Bayonetta 2 that's exclusive to the Wii U and the Switch now, and then you have Bayonetta 3 that's coming out exclusively for the Switch. So, I don't know, I feel as if Nintendo is doing their thing. So for Dragon Quest, in the West, the Dragon Quest series isn't that popular of a series, so an average person in the West would not know what you were talking about. However, in Japan, which is Nintendo's primary audience by the way, Dragon Quest is an incredibly popular franchise due to it being the first RPG introduced in Japan. The games came out in 1986, the same time as iconic franchises such as The Legend of Zelda, Metroid, Kid Icarus, Castlevania, and more. So the games are very popular and they are extremely iconic. They are known for being the Kickstarter to the RPG RPG genre as a whole. It's wild. I know, it's crazy. Dragon Quest is a juggernaut in Japan. It is ferociously popular. Do you guys know the slime character? Yeah, that character merch is probably they probably make like hundreds and thousands of dollars off just that character alone. It is widely known throughout Japan. Not really in the West, however in Japan, wildly insane. As for Ninja Gaiden came out all the way in 1988, being an old and iconic franchise on Nintendo. You guys know about, if you're a gamer, you know about Ninja Gaiden. You know that character. As for Doom, the first Doom game came out in 1995, which was a long time ago, and since then has been a fairly popular series who has years to be an iconic series. Plus the Doom character himself is an iconic character as well. And Minecraft, do I even have to explain? Minecraft came out more recently, I would say. The series came out in 2009, which compared to these other franchises aren't as long. However, it had just as much of a kick, if not more than a kick, in the world, basically. And it is going to be widely known as a game that is ingrained in gaming history in general. And we know how popular those kinds of characters are. As much as you don't like to admit it, Steve makes sense to be in Smash. It really does. It definitely helped with popularizing the sandbox game genre, especially the kids, because before that there was GTA. You're gonna allow your 3-year-old kid to play Grand Theft Auto, stealing cars and going to strip clubs? Yeah, sounds like a great time for all the fun for the whole family, you know what I mean? And the last thing of Sakurai's philosophy is that the character must be unique. When Sakurai explained of how he picks characters, he pictures them in his mind, and if he can't make something out of the moveset, then it's not worth bringing them on to Smash, because they don't bring anything new to Smash Brothers. Now, I'm not gonna cover this here, I'm not gonna lie, because this isn't the kind of video. If I did, this video would be way long. This video would be crazy long. So eventually, I'll probably make a video on all 4 of these characters. If they don't get revealed first, I'm gonna make a video of all 4 of these characters and why I think they personally could work out to be unique. I'm not familiar with a few of the franchises here, like Doom and Ninja Gaiden. I've never played those games, so that's kind of the problem. I don't have the right to say these characters would be unique, so that's something I'm gonna have to find out about myself with my own research. So won't cover now, we'll cover it later. Cover that for the 4th rule for now. Just focus on the other 3 for now. So as you can see, the characters, it makes sense for them to be in the game. And when you really think about it, it clicks in your mind, and it's like, oh, hey, no duh, this character could be in Smash Brothers. At first, I looked at it just as crazy as you are. What the hell? Such a great friend of mine. I looked at these rosters and I was like, what is this, dog? What the hell is this? What is this? But I was thinking about it, seeing all the reasons why people say that this makes sense. This makes total sense. It's just characters that people haven't really asked for. And it would make sense to Reggie's statement, which we talked about in the first video, to where these characters are new from new franchises, and also they are fresh new characters that nobody will expect. If this didn't get leaked, I wouldn't expect freaking the Doom guy to be in Smash Brothers, or Ryu Hayabusa, although I've thought of it from time to time. I didn't expect Ryu Hayabusa to ever be in the conversation of, hey, can this character be in Smash? However, after Joker, a lot of things opened up, a lot of possibilities opened up, and this is definitely one of them. So for that reason, all these characters make plenty of sense. They all have the iconicness, they all have the relationship, the proper relationship with Nintendo, and it just makes sense in general. So the last thing I want to talk about is the 16 character slot sleeve. So this is something that you don't really have to, in fact, this should be good news to you. If you complain about this, you are absolutely
stupid. You are stupid.
So after this whole debacle of the Brave character and whatnot, he shall that not be mentioned again, because we're not going to mention his name on my video, damn it. He put another tweet on Twitter saying the following. I'm going to write this down because I don't want to show this guy's freaking biography or whatever. So yeah, I'm going to write it here. So it says, and I quote, one of the files for WOL, in parentheses World of Light, has 16 dummy slots, with one of them being used for plant being Piranha Plant. So that would mean, including the Piranha Plant, that means there are 2 more sets of 5 fighter passes in the future. As including the 5 we have now, that would equal 10 more characters in the future. We have Piranha Plant, Joker, and 4 other characters. Then we also have, that would leave 10 slots in total, which would be a set of 5 and then a set of 5. It'll make sense because Smash Ultimate came out extremely early in the Switch's life cycle. To only 2 years in, we have still like 5 years to go. So it would make sense to add this amount of DLC, and it would also make sense because they're announcing these characters so close together, you know? Usually people maybe like space it out, but no, we're getting these characters by February of 2020. That is fairly close. That's fairly close for them to just, hey, we did this and we're just gonna stop right then and there. Nintendo wants Smash Brothers to be, they want to suck as much money from us as possible, because you can't deny it, Smash Brothers is a very juggernaut franchise that a lot of people love, and if there's a whole ass new character being announced, even if people don't like them, people are still going to download it. I'm still gonna download it. Even if a Fortnite character does a Fortnite dance in Smash Brothers, I will kill myself, but before I do, I'm spending money on this. So that's kind of how it works, man. That's honestly how it works. That's honestly how it works. Now, since this is basically confirmed, the obvious meaning of this, there'll be more DLC characters in the future, right? And it also makes sense as I said before. However, how about we get into more discussion of this in the next part, shall we? You see that transition? See that transition? Yeah. Wait, you didn't end the damn recording. Damn. Whew, that was a lot of information, lads. My goodness. That was a butt ton of information. So that was part 2 of the DLC debacle, and I am so glad I split this up into parts, because we've been going on for almost an hour. So it's like, holy crap, that was a long ass time. Anyways, though, thank you guys so much for watching this part of the video. Thank you guys for watching the first part. I actually didn't expect the first part to do well at all, because it was basically just me rehashing information. So thank you guys so much. I hope you guys look forward to this last part that's coming up. So we talked about what is known, we talked about what is leaked. Now we're going to be talking about the future. We're going to talk about everything else, and I'm going to cover that in its own kind of thing. I may have to separate this into 2 parts. I'm not sure, but we'll see what happens in the future. But anyways, though, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I really 100% do appreciate it. I'm not going to take up much of your time, though. So yeah, with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this episode and want to see what else is on the grill, you guys can check out this whole playlist in the description below. And of course, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you guys want more Smash Talk on your plate. But with all that being said, I'll catch y'all next time. And you can put your spatulas down now, but keep it sizzling, my Baconators. Peace.
Hakuna Matata.